At first, I looked at it and I said, okay, this sounds like some sort of cheesy MLM. I'm not interested. But then I started looking at what it's all about, and it blew my mind away. And I said to myself, okay, I said, Jeff, I'm in. What do I got to do to sign up? That was it. I did my due diligence on the company. I looked into Harold. I mean, I made a few phone calls. I have some contacts in some very high places that I could do some serious inquiry into things, so to speak. And all I got back was positive results. And I said to myself, okay, I need to be a part of this. What attracted me to Karatbars is this, folks. I worked with, I have my background in commodity trading, worked in banking. And my thing is I've worked with firms where we do large custodial accounts for institutional investors and the like. And what that simply means is this. I would handle, if somebody gives me a call, hey, V, you know what, I want to get $5, $10, $20, $30 million in gold. I need to offshore my wealth. What do I do? So I would work with companies that would literally take millions of dollars of institutional investors' gold or credit, some major heavy hitters, and we would go ahead and we'd vault it, okay, in what's called a good delivery system. And it would be vaulted offshore out of the grimy hands of the U.S. government. And that's very important right there. And, vaulting it offshore, and then that vaulting company would keep the gold, and gold is a store of wealth. Okay, a lot of people get currency and money mixed up. Currency is that worthless paper trash you have in your wallet that you're using for exchange of goods and services currently right now. That's currency. It's legal tender, meaning it's somebody else's debt obligation. Money has always been gold and silver. And when you get to the upper echelon of the game, you get to the upper levels of the game, nobody's trading paper. It is a hard asset game. That's what it's all about. It is gold, it is silver, it is rare earths, it is strategic metals, it is land, it is hard, tangible assets. The elites do not play in paper. They let the masses play in the paper, okay? So this custodial gold thing, okay? So we'd have these accounts set up offshore, outside of any sort of governmental confiscation or things of that sort. It's outside the banking system, which is important, which means it's removed from any sort of third-party counter risk. Meaning, if you're buying your gold from a bank, quote unquote, that sells you the gold, if that bank goes bust, then your gold goes bust. Okay, you're not going to get it no more. You have to deal with somebody who has a close relationship with a refiner, and we dealt in something called the good delivery system or the good delivery network, and this is very important. A good delivery system is basically a relationship between a broker, vaulting companies, bullion banks, and refiners. Okay, so the broker would go to the refiner and get the gold, pure gold, cutting out the middleman, LBMA certified, serial number, the whole 9 yards. Let me know if some of this stuff sounds familiar, right? Okay. Then he would vault it. And whenever he needs delivery of it, they can either deliver it or provide him cash. So in other words, he sets up his own little banking aspect, his own little offshore entity, so to speak. Okay. So when I saw Karatbars, and when I looked at it, I said to myself, my God, they're doing the same thing, but they're doing it on a level where you don't need to be a multi-millionaire in order to get involved. They are putting the most precious, tangible asset that you and I could own into the hands of every single able-bodied person. That is what blew me away. They have a relationship with a LBMA certified refiner. You're getting a gram of gold that has a serial number on it. You have vaulting capabilities. Karatbars are vaulted for you. They could liquidate it for you. They could deliver it, ship it directly to your front door. And it's outside of the banking system, meaning it's outside of any sort of third-party counter risk. So when I looked at that from my big world that I'm dealing with all these major players, and I saw a company taking the lead in bringing something that was once relegated to somebody with a very high net worth and bringing it to a level where the average person could afford it, I was blown away. And I said to myself, this is something I need to be involved with. Because the way the world is going, if you are standing there holding paper, and I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a stock. I don't care if it's a bond. I don't care if it's a mutual fund. I don't care if it's an annuity. I don't care what it is. It is all denominated in the most toxic asset in the world, which is fast becoming the United States dollar. And that, Pat, is the reason why I got involved.